You guys are the next generation of
On today's amazing Arizona Daily Mix show, we are meeting the next generation of bakers from the Food Network, and they're going to school me in the Mix Make-Believe Kitchen. Look at that, there they are. And we'll check out a new neighborhood sushi spot in the Sunny Slope area to add to your dining bucket list. Plus, looking to elevate your weekend plans? We'll tell you about a few events that are happening on your calendar. That and a lot more, and it all starts right now. Good morning and welcome to Arizona Daily Mix. I'm Brad Perry. Thank you so much for joining us this morning on the CW7 Arizona. And we've got a great, amazing show for you. Only if you can see what's happening behind the scenes, because they are so excited about what is going to be going on here. And I have to tell you, they were more excited about yesterday's weather. Yes, because we were out here at the station and we saw pretty much a hailstorm happening, which was crazy. Yeah, it was amazing to see that come in and out. And all our cars got washed, I guess you could say. But around the valley, it was very interesting. Everyone's talking about that. That was happening. And then, of course, we had to keep our cameras on Snowbowl and Flagstaff, where we saw quite a bit of snow coming down up there. There goes the train. They got about 2 to 4 inches in downtown Flag and about a foot of snow in Snowbowl. Which is really cool. So that means they'll probably be doing some skiing up there this weekend. I do want to say congratulations to the Ole Miss football team for doing such a great job getting to the playoffs, even though they lost last night to Miami. The Fiesta Bowl was pretty much a good success, a great game, but congratulations to Miami and Ole Miss. So we'll find out tonight who they will be playing in the big championship game. I'm hoping it's Indiana. I said it. I'm hoping it's Indiana, so we'll see what happens. Also, we got snow in Prescott, which is really interesting. Check this out. This is our station here where they've seen the snow come down. So it's pretty cold up there. Actually, it was cold this morning. It was like 39 degrees, which is crazy. What is it? 17? Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty warm. That's pretty good there. So speaking of that, let's check in with Teresa, who is up in the Prescott Valley area, enjoying a little bit of monster trucks. Oh, yeah. Is that a new vehicle?
Oh, yeah. And by the way, the toughest monster truck tour is kicking off here at Finley Toyota Center in Prescott Valley this weekend. How do you think I got in this car, Brad? They said, do you want a ladder or do you want to get in how the drivers get in? I said, no ladder. I'm actually kind of scared of ladders, so I actually had to climb all the way up from under. You see where my foot is?
Yeah.
That's how you have to climb up to get in. But I made it in here, and I don't know how I'm ever getting out.
So that's funny. I usually just go through the window. Like you came up from below. I usually go from the top in. That's how cool I am.
Yeah, well, I'll do that next time. I'm so excited because we have a couple of the drivers here and the announcer. You know, the guy that's like, the toughest monster truck. Listen, I'm going to let him do it, but we're going to see, I think Dozer. We're going to see Dozer do some tricks. We're going to talk to the announcer. We're going to talk to a couple drivers, and this is like the first stop on the tour. So this is the first preview of 2026's Monster Trucks.
I love it. And just very quickly, did they let you park the trucks in there?
If you're going to talk about my parking, okay, how dare you? How dare you?
All right, we'll see you in just a little bit, Teresa. Love it.
See you in a bit.
All right, so can you see, imagine her parking a monster truck? Oh my gosh. All right, here on the Arizona Daily Mix, we love finding delicious places to share with you, and I got to check out a sushi spot that is our new friend. Sushi Friend is going to be a friend of a lot of you out there if you love sushi. And Kevin, this is pretty cool. Let's talk about the story, because you've worked at other sushi places, and then you decided to open your own. But what's kind of interesting in your story is that it was kind of like on a very tight budget.
Very tight budget, pretty much non-existent. but COVID kind of killed my business that I've already had. I had a catering business, so I had to pivot and try to figure something out, and this space was open. So a friend of mine looked at it and he didn't want to take it, so he let me know and I came and I just tried to get the lease and get it going.
Yeah, what's really cool is that it's a small place with a big punch when it comes to sushi. One thing I love too is that you're kind of like maybe ahead of the curve on how people order here. So let's talk about that real quick.
Well, the whole thing is I needed it to open on my own, so I just try to remove any staff member I could have. So that's why everything is self-order kiosk, to-go plate.
And then actually it's very friendly, even though you don't have all those other ways people serve sushi.
Yeah.
But you have the staff that's amazing that you can actually see the food being made right there.
Yeah, so it's just the chef to the guest direct. So we just try to get our margins as low as we can, as tight as we can, so that it's more accessible for the guests to just approach.
I like it. All right, let's talk about some of the signature rolls that you have here, because that's what's really neat. You have all types that you have here, but this plate here is something that I think a lot of people go for.
Yeah, this is just our premium platter. It just has the 8-piece nigiri. This is our seared salmon roll. It's our most popular roll in like 4 years. And then this is probably our next hitter. It's the agua chile. It's made by our chef Hershey over there. And this is also one of our new ones. It's the AZ roll. It's got the seasoned spicy soy on top with a little taquan. So 3 favorites and four nigiris.
There you go.
Yeah.
But what's really cool, I'm seeing people come and get these little boxes, different things they're doing. So kind of like when you come in to order, you don't really have to, how can I say, be worried about what to pick and stuff. You kind of like make it easy for everybody.
Yeah, so it's all trial and error. So we kind of see what they're trying to order, and then we try to package it as best as they can so that when they receive it, that they're almost eating with their eyes first, so that at least even if it's takeout and to go, that they'll be pleased, and then it's something you can present when you go home.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk the cocktails, because we got a few things here, and I love you got the sake and the beer.
So this is the Kikutsui. We needed a bigger beer from our distributor, so we got the Terra.
I like it. And then the oolong tea. I never saw oolong tea in a can.
Well, this brand also has a green tea. So we used to carry a lot of the green tea, but then they ran out and we ended up getting the oolong, but it seems like the guests like it a little bit more. So
what I'm loving right now is that you're just a regular guy. You're like friendly here, and that's what it's all about. Friendly and just kind of like talking sushi and stuff. But that's what you want people to come in to see, that it's just a very friendly atmosphere, great for everybody, and I love the logo. I understand you spent almost your whole life savings on the logo, right?
No. I needed a logo, so I just got on Adobe Illustrator and do the best I can. So I just put the circle there, and I figured out how to draw the half smile, and then just put the letters in, and then that's it.
That's it.
There's no interesting anything.
Sushi Friend, the logo is definitely around when you see it, and then when you see that logo out, you know that it's all coming from this place right here in Sunny Slope. Love it. Tell them the hours and how they can find you.
12 to 7, Monday through Saturday. Website is yoursushifriend.com. We also have an Instagram that I usually message the easiest, which is Your Sushi Friend also.
There it is. I like it. All right.
Thank you.
Time to taste some sushi. What if you had an injury, but robotic legs can help you run and hike again? Well, we'll see that and more from the Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas later in the show. But first, Teresa will give us a sneak peek of the toughest monster truck tour in Prescott Valley next.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Findlay Toyota Center.
The toughest monster truck tour is kicking off right here at Findlay Toyota Center in Prescott Valley. This is going to be the start of a great tour. Jared is here. He's the driver of Maximus. Tell me how you got into this business.
I volunteered for a lot of guys. I worked really hard. I learned where everything was on the trucks. I learned how to put the tires on, and it just went up from there.
Well, tell me about your truck, Maximus. Take a look up there. You can see it's kind of got a mohawk. How tall are the tires and what's the vibe?
The tires are 5 foot tall. The Mohawk's 30 inches tall. It's actually called a plume because it's a Roman gladiator warrior, but it's bigger than life.
Well, you've got your friend here, David. David, you're the driver for Dozer. Tell me a little bit about your pal here.
He's smaller than everybody else here, and I'm not saying that in a mean way. But if you look inside the cab of this truck and then you look inside the cab of that truck, there's a bunch of key differences. The steering wheel's closer, the pedals are actually lifted up, and then I'm super stretched out because I like to be stretched out, not crunched up like Darren, who likes to drive like a go-kart driver.
What is your nickname and how'd you get it?
My nickname is actually Too Tall, kind of ironic, like calling a big guy tiny. But name's David, and I like monster trucks.
How did you get into the monster truck life?
I've always been a fan. So from a young age, I was always a fan. I think I was 4 years old when I decided I was going to be a monster truck driver when I grew up. And so I always wanted to be in it, and kind of like Jared, started my way working on the trucks. And about 7 years ago I got behind the wheel.
So you're literally living the thing that you dreamed about doing when you were a little boy.
Absolutely. I joke about it, but I actually told the kindergarten teacher that I was going to be a monster truck driver when I grew up, and I always wanted to do it. And my mom thought it was a phase. Oh, he'll grow out of it. Nope, never grew out of it.
Do you meet a lot of young fans?
Absolutely. The kids that come through the autograph lines, they see the trucks larger than life, and you always tell them, hey, if you want to be a monster truck driver, follow your dreams.
That must be so touching for you as somebody who grew up loving this, told your kindergarten teacher this is what you were going to do, you do it, and all of these stands here are basically going to be filled with, let's face it, mostly little boys between 3 and 9 who are like obsessed with you.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter who's in the stands, whether they're 8 or 80. Everybody becomes a kid when they see these big trucks out on the track, and if they're having a good time, we're having a good time, and that's what it's all about.
What's the most challenging part of this job for you?
The most challenging part of the job is getting the truck to do what you want it to do. We're out here trying to jam the brakes to get the shocks to preload and get the truck to stand up on the back end. And then you got guys like him that could walk it on the front tires and it looks like magic, but it's not. You think there's a gyro in the truck. He's so good at it.
Well, you're going to get a lot of love over here. And speaking of love, this tour is dedicated to a driver named Dan Runte. What did he mean to the monster truck community?
He was one of the biggest pioneers. Dan Runte and Bigfoot, he won the toughest tour many, many times. But he actually was an idol of mine when I was growing up. I was a kid watching Dan Runte, and he set the tone for everything in monster trucks, back in the early 2000s and 1990s. So to come out here and try and at least represent and honor him is a big deal.
Well, thank you for doing that. And again, this tour, Toughest Monster Truck Tour, is dedicated to Dan Runte, and I know you're keeping his legacy going. We are going to be here all morning, and I just want to let you all know that Too Tall is going to be showing us a little bit of Dozer, right?
Yeah, we'll do a little bit of a teaser. We'll come out here, we'll make some noise, we'll turn up some dirt, and show you guys what the toughest tour is all about.
This guy's good. We're going to make some noise. What was the other thing?
He's going to tear up some dirt or something?
Yeah, tear up some dirt, make some noise, and
have a good time and show you guys what toughest tour is all about.
Yeah, so stick around right here at Findlay Toyota Center.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Findlay Toyota Center.
Coming up, we'll meet the next Food Network stars that live right here in the Valley. The Food Network is always looking for something cool for the whole family to watch and get inspired. So their new show is bringing in the next gen of chefs. It's the Food Network's Baking Championship Next Gen. And join me is Leah and Kara, who live right here in the Valley. And I'm throwing on my gloves because I'll tell you, you two are hot. You guys are hot with this cooking going on here. How are you?
We're doing good.
Good. Okay, let's talk about how this all came about, because it really started with you auditioning like a couple of years before.
Yeah, so I auditioned a year ago and I didn't end up getting in. And then a year later, they contacted us and were like, do you have a sibling that likes to bake? And I'm like, I do. I have a younger sibling that, likes to bake. And then she went through the interview process, and we ended up getting accepted.
That's awesome. Okay. Now, have you guys ever really baked together as, siblings, or was this the first time really like getting to bake together?
Well, I know that since Leah has her own business, I do help her a lot with her big orders because she has to try and balance baking and homework. So usually I do help her with that, and that's mostly where I learned how to bake like complicated things. But like before, I only baked simple things like banana bread and pumpkin bread.
Okay, let me stop you for a moment. Let me just rewind here. Okay. You have your own business at how old?
14.
14, and you have a license and everything?
Yeah.
What's the business?
So it's called Sweet Trends Bakery, like Sweet Trends with a Z, because I thought it was kind of unique. I do like all kinds of cakes, French pastries, different. I love crazy requests because it allows me to try new things. So yeah.
I like it. Okay, before we bake, let's talk about the show because this is going to be the second episode going on.
Yes.
So what happened in the first episode for those who didn't get to see it yet or who have seen it? Maybe you can tell a little bit more to them about what it was about.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so the first episode was kind of like a tryout. You weren't exactly in the competition quite yet. So the first 2 mini challenges was bake a dozen of the best cupcakes. And for our cupcakes, we made a yellow cake base with a hazelnut frosting and a truffle on top with praline paste. And the judges mostly liked it. And then for the second mini challenge, it was a pie, I think, was it?
Yeah, so it was like a pie challenge, and we ended up making a key lime pie, which the judges really liked. So
I like that. Okay, so now we have the second episode coming up.
Yeah.
We can't give away too much, but what was the kind of challenge for this one?
it was like a family recipe, basically,
Got
or
it.
something inspired by that.
Nice. So, and I know it's also like with lemons, is that right?
Well, we did something with lemons,
Is
Meyer
that, okay.
lemons. Yeah.
All right, that's what I wanted. That's what we're saying because that's kind of like a family recipe, and we're known here for them and stuff like that. So this
All
is very
citrus.
cool. Okay, we're going to bake, but I got to make sure I take off my baking gloves.
Yeah,
there.
mine's a
I don't
little
think
easier.
it'll be easier. What are you going to show me that you have made? And this is something that people can actually get right here in the Valley.
Yeah, you could definitely order this. So these are raspberry chocolate eclairs. They have a chocolate pastry cream in them and kind of like a whipped cream on top with some fresh raspberries and raspberry coulis.
Okay,
So
so
the
where do we
first
start?
thing-
I need my gloves. Is there extra
Do you
gloves
want
out of
glove, or if you make yours, you can eat yours? It's
Okay,
only when
alright.
you serve other people that you want. Yeah, food safety.
I'm going to lose my job, people. These girls are amazing. They're great. Okay, all right, so what are we doing?
So I'm making these little kind of like shell shapes all along the border of the white chocolate ganache.
So are you like classically trained? Has anybody ever taught you how to do this, or is this all on your own?
I'm kind of self-trained. My mom doesn't really bake, and so like through trial and error and like different requests of like my family and different orders, I've kind of learned new skills.
Yeah, just leave mom underneath the bus there. Mom doesn't bake, but you do. I
Mom
like this.
teaches me how to cook. So.
Okay, and so I got to ask the two of you, how working together is it? I mean, doing this thing, because I kind of like saw a little bit of that clip where, you guys were kind of like being nice together. But I will say, before they came on, there was a little bit of like, no this, no that. Is that what we'll see in the show a little bit?
We work well together, but I think sometimes like we disagree whether like what flavor it is or what design to do. So it kind of just like depends what the challenge was and whose opinion we like better.
Yeah.
So
All right, how am I doing?
you're doing pretty good. Try going inwards, like starting
in.
here and go in. Yeah.
Oh, this is good. Now, okay, so with this challenge, we can't tell, too much, but is the goal to have a Food Network show maybe, or to what's your...
I kind of want to own like my own bakery or like have a food truck, bakery, something like that. So then we're gonna put some little raspberries
So
on
put
it.
some raspberries on there?
Yeah.
All right, just right in the middle? Is that what you do?
Kind of in like the space that you made.
I love this. Okay, let's remind people the show is called the Food Network's Baking Championship Next Gen. Airs Monday on the Food Network, and then of course you can always catch a replay it on their social media and their different things. Oh,
And then you fill the little gaps with the raspberry coulis.
All right, and then tell them where they can go and get actually your pastries here in the Valley.
So I have an Instagram, Sweet Trends LLC, or Leah Loves Baking. You can DM me, message me. My phone number's in there. So yeah, any order, and yeah.
There it is. I like it. Also, too, we have information on the CW7AZ.com. Thank you, ladies. You guys are
Thank you.
amazing. This is really
Thank
cool.
you.
So I love it. All right. Welcome Welcome back to the second half of the Arizona Daily Mix. There's so much more to come on the show, and I had to bring these two because they are just, so TV perfect. So they're going to tell us what we're going to be doing this weekend, because if you're looking for something to do this weekend, take a look at these great weekend events brought to you by Gerber Injury Law.
The Maricopa County Home and Garden Show, Friday, January 9th through Sunday, January 11th, the Arizona State Fairgrounds. Unique show attractions include hands-on gardening workshops, tiny homes, taste of the dessert, handmade headquarters.
Perfect. And then
The Arizona Balloon Classic, one of Arizona's most iconic, taking place January 16th through 18th.
look at that. I love it. Very quick, very easy. Got to go out there and enjoy yourself. And you want to find out more great events happening in Arizona, head on over to the cw7az.com/community or scan the QR code on the screen.
If you're coming to see the toughest monster truck tour here at Findlay Toyota Center in Prescott Valley, which you should be because this tour is incredible. If you're thinking, where am I going to go to lunch? I've got an idea for you. It's called the Yard Gastro Park. It's in Prescott. I stopped by recently before it was snowing. It was beautiful. It's still going to be delicious. Take a look at the Yard Gastro Park. As a classically trained chef, what made you decide to open a gastro park?
Well, it's a funny story. So when I was a chef, I worked at a lot of nice high-end restaurants. I worked for, some pretty big companies, and I swore I'd never own a food truck. And we bought this property, and we were going to build a building here, but it was super cost prohibitive, very expensive to do that. So I was like, well, we have a property, let's just get a food truck. So that's kind of how we got into it. I swore I wouldn't do it.
Well, that brings me to your gastro park because these trucks are always the trucks that are here, give or take one or two.
Yeah.
So they
we
live
have guest
here.
trucks come in and out all the time. Yeah.
And you can get some of everything. That's what I love about this, because if you're coming with your family, well, one kid wants a taco, one kid wants a steak salad, one kid wants a burger, somebody wants dessert, somebody wants coffee.
Yep.
It's all here.
Yeah, we got a great variety, a great group of food trucks, some award-winning food trucks. There's a really great community. Everybody tries to support each other.
I get that feeling just sitting here. Can you take us through some of the items from some of your trucks? Let's start with yours, Gringo's Taco Shop.
Okay, so this is one of the ones we do. This is a mahi fish taco. It's a light taco, so it's not fried. It's grilled. It's got a good Mexican seasoning on it. Pico de gallo, lettuce, chipotle aioli. It's got a little bit of heat. It's super fresh. We love it.
That strawberry freeze cake is going to be amazing in summer.
Yes, and people love it year-round. It's super tasty. It's shaved ice and it's strawberry, and then it's got the like a cheesecake cream that's on it. Super delicious.
Umbrellas are scientifically proven to make things taste better.
Yes.
I don't know if you learned that in culinary school.
I did, and if it rains, you just put that on top like that.
This coffee has vanilla ice cream, and it is spectacular.
Yeah, super good. It's a New England frap. Our girls that run that truck, they're from that area of the country, but their coffee, it's locally roasted, and it's some of the best coffee you'll get in Arizona.
Local is a theme here.
Local's the theme. We got a lot of local stuff. One of our great trucks here is Mad Honey, and they do brisket Reuben. They do brisket. You can get it by the pound, or you can get our Reuben, our brisket Reuben, which is absolutely fantastic. And he fries his fries in tallow, so they're absolutely amazing.
I could pretend I didn't eat some before we were filming, but that would be a lie, and I'm not here to live a lie with you. You also use the K4 beef in the steak salad?
In the steak salad, yeah, and that comes from Breaking Bad Habits, and Breaking Bad Habits is...
Based on the show?
Based on the show, yeah, they have a lot of fun with the theme. That is K4 beef as well, and it's an amazing salad.
And it comes with a side of moral ambiguity because it's Breaking Bad. Speaking of fun, mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese, that's also off a Mad Honey food truck, and that's his Cuban sandwich, and that's smoked pork. Is absolutely delicious. It's a take on the Cuban. It's not super traditional, but it's an amazing sandwich.
This is a take on coleslaw?
It is. It's a Caribbean coleslaw. That's the Caribbean jerk sandwich. That's an amazing sandwich. That's my favorite thing off the truck. That comes off at Chuck T's Roadhouse, and that's like my favorite. That sandwich is amazing. And it's light, it's super good for you too. Like, it's chicken, right? Who doesn't love chicken?
Everybody loves chicken. Everybody loves to eat outside, especially when the weather's nice. I can't help noticing there are kids, there are dogs. That one right behind you is definitely interested in some of our food.
Yeah.
I don't want to make that dog mad. Beautiful doggy. Definitely looks like, hi, I love your dog. What's your dog's name? Maggie. Beautiful dog.
Yeah, Prescott is a dog town.
Maggie,
we love our dogs here.
Maggie stands on business. But I love that you can bring your dog, bring your family.
It's pet friendly. If we love your dogs, if your dogs love us. So,
do you have, I see cornhole, do you have music?
we have cornhole. We do music. We do run a concert series in the spring that runs for about 8 weeks, Friday and Saturday nights. It's super fun. Yeah,
So
local
what-
bands, it's great.
Local bands, local meat, local bread, local coffee.
Yep.
This is just a place to experience and enjoy Arizona. And we should say we're in Prescott, about a block from Yavapai County Courthouse.
Yeah, on the corner of Willis and Montezuma.
And you're basically open in some fashion or form every day.
Every day, yeah. It's great food every day, choice for everybody. We're on Instagram. It's the Yard Gastro Park.
One more sip.
Yeah.
One more sip.
It's hard not to.
Coming up, see what's trending at this year's Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas. Next, when the mix returns.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Techish.
Some tech headlines are all about what's coming up someday, but at CES this year, a big theme is tech helping with every real issues right now. Privacy, safety, accessibility, and everyday peace of mind. I recently talked to tech guru Jennifer Jolly, who's been in Las Vegas all week about gear that could actually matter right now. Good morning, Miss Jennifer Jolly. How are you?
I am so good. I'm always doing the happy dance whenever I hear your voice, but also these little bionic legs are helping me do that today. I'm going to get to that in a second, but first, I want to give you a little news you can use, because everywhere I go here, AI is in everything. And not only do tech companies now use it insanely well, but so do all those scammers and thieves that are coming after us all the time. Americans now spend about 114 hours every single year just trying to figure out what's legit. And roughly 1 out of every 3 people has lost money. So look around the room, which one of us is it? That's why this fix totally jumped out at me here this week. It's called McAfee Scam Detector. It scans texts, emails, and websites. It flags suspicious messages in real time. It's like an automatic helper. It's like a second set of eyes that before you click, it says, hey, slow down there, Tiger. This might not be what you think it is. It's built for everyday people because is this real? Cannot and should not be our full-time job. That is out now, and plans start around $50. There are other gadgets here fixing common problems, of course, like the LG Styler Slim Steam Closet for people who hate overwashing their clothes. Instead of tossing jackets, sweaters, dresses, or pants into the laundry all the time, you just hang them up in here and let the styler work its magic. It uses gentle steam and moving hangers to reduce wrinkles, knock out odors, help remove allergens, no detergent, no dry cleaning, no harsh heat. It even works on stinky shoes. Bonus. LG's new OLED W6 wallpaper TV isn't just a spec bump here this year. It fixes the 3 things that people complain about the most: cables, bulk, and giant black screens dominating the room. LG moved all the ports and processing into separate Zero Connect box, which wirelessly beams 4K video and audio to the screen. That means the TV itself is insanely thin. It's about the width of a pencil. Check that out. It sits fully flush on the wall. When the TV is not on, well, you can just use it to display insanely awesome works of art. It in and of itself is like a work of art. It's designed to disappear until you press play. All right, now to the one that I'm wearing. I think of this like an e-bike for your body. This is the Hypershell X Ultra. It's a lightweight wearable exoskeleton that gives your legs a boost whenever movement gets hard. You still do all the work, you're still totally in control. It just adds a little extra oomph whenever you need it. The AI system adapts automatically and can cut physical effort by up to 40%, which means less joint strain, less fatigue. It's great for hikers, travelers, anyone who wants to stay active longer without paying the price of all that wear and tear. I can't wait to have my 86-year-old dad try these out. I also cannot wait to get one of these in my backyard. This is BirdFee's Hum Bloom. It's a hummingbird feeder with a built-in camera and AI that identifies visiting birds in real time. It looks just like a flower that attracts hummingbirds. They zoom in and the camera automatically records close-up footage, including 4K video or 120 frame per second slow motion. But the company's biggest news here this week, their major AI upgrade called Ornisense. It identifies the species in real time. You can even ask the embedded voice assistant they've named Joy questions, and it responds instantly with insightful information on all your feathered friends. It even generates birding diaries from daily highlights. Incredible feature. You know what else is incredible? Talking with you, Brad. Thank you so much for having me this week. This stuff is so fun.
It's amazing. Okay, I got a couple of minutes here, so let me first start with these moving legs. These are amazing because you know it's so funny. I saw a Instagram or something. Someone was over in Japan and they had them on to go climb the wall or do something. It was interesting. So that is really cool. And these are available now, or are we looking at later on in the year?
This particular pair is out now. I have to, Jeff, show me the price on these guys. They're just under $2,000. But these are out now. You can buy them now. And there's about, I don't know, I've seen at least 20 companies showing off versions of these. These are my favorites. You can't even feel that you have them on.
All right.
And the feeling that they give you, it's like somebody's just lifting your leg. It's just a little extra boost. It's awesome.
All right, we got our EP who's been having some back problem, walking problems. We got to get her some so that way she can still be yelling at us and everything. And then my last thing, very quickly, and this came from I guess your husband in the control room, and that you actually do bird calls because of that bird feeder. Can we get one? Can we just get a little bird call from you?
Okay, so my best bird call is an owl. Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Woo, 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 woo. It's so realistic. So good. I should win a contest with that, right?
Jen, where can we find all the information about the tech world and you continuing the fun at CES?
Follow along on all of our socials and be sure to check my website, techish.com. Woo, woo. Woo, woo.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Techish.
Coming up, see what Wally thinks of the new Toyota minivan hybrid. Next on the Arizona Daily Mix.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by G2G Productions.
Well, hi, and welcome to another one of Wally's Weekend Drives. Man, I sure hope you enjoyed your holidays. I know I did for certain. Had a great time. I'm hoping you did too, but it's back to work. So what's the first thing we have today? A 2026 Toyota Sienna right here, the hybrid version. Now, it's the Platinum also, so it's got all the bells and whistles in it. This is a big vehicle. This is like a truck. This is a 7-passenger vehicle, 3 rows, and it has a couple of cool surprises we're gonna show you in there too. But let's start up front. Number one, I mean, this thing is black, man. It is black, and I love black cars. I just hate them in the summertime, just like everybody else, but black is cool. And if you look at the front here, this looks like a freight train coming down the road, and you see you got your cameras up front, you got your sensors here. This definitely is, I'd say, the ultimate mom mobile, man. If you're a soccer mom or something, this is definitely going to be what you want to haul all the kiddos around for sure. Now, if you walk around to the side, first thing you're going to see here, 20-inch alloy wheels with a diamond cut kind of pattern in it. Looks really nice. actually really adds a lot of flash to it. Now, again, it's a big vehicle, so when you park in the garage at night, these mirrors do fold in, and they are electric, and they do have the blind spot, alert in it also. And if you look inside here, the first thing you're gonna see is a tilt telescopic steering wheel, and that's just the beginning of it, because you have leather trimmed and ventilated seats, a 12.3-inch infotainment screen that's powering 12 JBL speakers along with a subwoofer in the back. So if you want to drown out the kids, you can do that too. One thing's for certain, when you get into the back here, we found something really cool going on. And when you road trip with kids, you know what kind of mess you have, right? Well, guess what? Toyota fixed that right here. We got a vacuum built in here. And is this cool or what? The only thing that would be cooler, right there, speaking of coolers, right in the center console there, a good sized cooler that has two different temperature controls. One if you just want to keep your drinks cold, one if you got ice cream. So it goes like sub-zero kind of temperatures to make sure your ice cream doesn't melt. Now that to me is the ultimate road trip mobile. Now, if you look back in here, you got adults back here. Maybe you don't have kids. Maybe you got a couple couples, traveling with you. If there's only two other people, the center rows move way back like this, but then check this out. It's just like a recliner. You can put your feet up and cruise on down the road. So there's enough room in here for two couples and all the bags they want to put in the back, and you'll see that too. There is a third row that does fold down inside, so it makes no difference if you're traveling with kids, adults, or whatever. This Sienna's got you covered. Okay, we talked a little bit about how the vacuum worked. Check this out. Press this button right here, turns it on. Here it is right here. Look, so picks up whatever. It too can get all of your crumbs up, all the pieces of cereal, everything else that the kids leave you. This is a rockin' deal. You need to have one of these. Now, let's walk around the back here, Grady. One thing that we definitely like on this is the fact that the rear seats stow down in the floor compartment. You can see right there. So like I was talking about, you can move the seats all the way back. You put these down in this hole right here. Now, if you do want to have something to where you want to go, actually, let's see if we can get this here. There we go. Actually want a seat, you can actually put it up and have a seat too. And right here you can see the depth of your storage compartment if you do open up that third row seating too. So there is plenty of storage room in here for sure. And you see they put like a little skid plate right here, which is really a big deal, because how many times when you're dragging bags out, you drag it over the top of your bumper, like right here, and it scratches your bumper. But that's just one of the good things that you're gonna find. So head on up to a Toyota dealer and check this out. For a mere $58,774, you too can take the ultimate road trip.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by G2G Productions.
One of the fan favorites, a driver named Too Tall here on the toughest monster truck tour, is going to show us a little bit of what Dozer can do. He's going to kick up some dirt and make some noise, so stick around. We'll be right back.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Findlay Toyota Center.
The toughest monster truck tour is kicking off tonight here at the Findlay Toyota Center in Prescott Valley. I've got the announcer, the Hobbo. Tell me what fans can expect.
Oh, we got 6 huge trucks, new competitors, and freestyle motocross in the building. I mean, we got the dirt stack 15 feet tall for these guys this weekend.
You got a show tonight and tomorrow. Tell me the times, everything.
So our show tonight is at 7:30. Doors open at 5:30 for the pit party, where you can come down, meet the drivers, meet the trucks, even meet myself, get a high five, and make memories that last a lifetime. That's at 5:30, and the big show tonight at 7:30. And you can swing by Culver's in Prescott and grab a free pit pass over there and maybe a burger while you're at it.
How long have you been announcing monster trucks?
I've been with the toughest tour. This will be my 5th year now, running around yapping about trucks. And it's my favorite job, and it takes me up to every corner of this nation.
Were you a fan as a kid?
Oh, of course. I mean, I had the little toy trucks, and my parents would get mad at me for smashing my Hot Wheels to make it look like my monster truck toys ran over my regular toys.
And now look at you.
Yeah, now we got full-size cars and full-size trucks getting smashed, and everyone's happy about it.
Okay, so before we see Too Tall kicking up some dirt, explain to me what I'm looking at.
So right now we're looking at state-of-the-art monster trucks. These things are about $250,000 a piece. These aren't no hodgepodge together pieces of machinery. This is a full track that takes about 85 truckloads of dirt to assemble. And if you guys are ready, I'm ready to see Too Tall get after it.
I'd like to see Too Tall get after it. Okay, we are up here, obviously, where it's about to get loud, so you won't hear us talking, but you're gonna see him. Let's do it. Dozer and Too Tall. I don't know if you ever get used to the volume, do you?
No, especially at 5 in the morning sometimes. You think your iPhone alarm is bad. One of these at 6 a.m., that'll get your blood going.
That will really wake you up. Well, that was an incredible job by Too Tall. And, you know, this is actually a very challenging job as a driver.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they're just hitting the throttle, but there's a lot of finesse and balance that goes into it. So Too Tall is very well known for balancing on the front wheels, which is one of the hardest moves in all of monster trucking, and he is a pro at it.
Now, the Hobbo, people at home are thinking he's a monster truck announcer guy. He must have one of those crazy voices, but that's not how you do it.
I mean, I could make it a little raspy and get a little deeper, but mainly I talk smack to these guys if they do something good or something not good enough. So I kind of got to get underneath their skin to get them to get the trucks up in the air.
Are there rivalries between the drivers?
There is. So we have a couple teams here in the building, and we even have one of the drivers who used to work for the team that's here working for a new team. So I don't know if we're going to see that affect the pits, but there might be some words going around down there.
So it's like the Real Housewives of Monster Truck.
Except trucks and dudes, it's getting spicy.
Okay, before we let you go, remind the people who are watching how they can get tickets.
You can go to toughestmonstertrucks.com or the Findlay Toyota Center box office. Swing by Culver's to grab a free pit pass, and show times are at 3 o'clock Saturday and 7:30 tonight. And if you want to come join the pit party and meet myself and the drivers, you can come on down 2 hours before doors open.
And he has learned how to say the name of this town is
Prescott Valley. Happy to be here every year.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us. We've had a great time. Thanks, of course, to Dozer and Too Tall. Come out and meet everyone here tonight in Prescott Valley.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Findlay Toyota Center.
And we made it to the weekend. Yay! On Monday's show, we're visiting the newly renovated Rod Steakhouse on Route 66 in Williams, and we'll see more of the top tech for your home from Consumer Electronics Show. Plus, how will AI affect the music industry? We'll get the expert thoughts on how it may change it for the better. Thanks for tuning in this morning, and for more information on what we talked about during the show, head on over to the CW7AZ.com. I want you to have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday. And I'm so glad that we've given you warmth in your heart, because we're going to leave you with this cold view of Snowball. Have a great weekend.
Content segments on the Arizona Daily Mix were paid for by Techish, Findlay Toyota Center, Gerber Injury Law, Best Reviews, and G2G Productions.